Hello everyone and welcome back to New Tech. Today we are going to compare the LEMFO M1 versus the Makibes BR3. In the lab we have the LEMFO M1, which is smartwatch from LEMFO. The M1 supports SIM card, Bluetooth phone calls, it has a GPS. This smartwatch, it supports waterproof. It has heart rate monitor, and this futuristic of the M1 is very usable for many different sports or activities. For example, for hiking, you can use GPS. The M1 has compass and barometer as well, so you can use for hiking, going for a long walk, or any activities if you want. So it has the 1.3-inch full touch screen. As you guys can see, it's made from plastic and it has rubber bands. The upper button is to power on and off. The lower button is for back. It has a built-in GPS, as we said, as well the compass and barometer. It has a very accuracy heart rate monitor and multi-sport mode, which is very usable for activities. It has a unique design for micro SIM card. It's very hidden. If you guess, here is the sign that you have to pull the straps to put or to insert the SIM card. The M1, it has the Bluetooth, which you can make calls or accept a call and talk in watch as well. The M1 is very usable for daily basic. So we can see in the main page we have the time, heart rate, the last heart rate, temperature, and steps. So we can change the main interface by just pressing it and holding it. The M1 has 6 different main pages, so we can change it whatever we want. If we swipe from the left, we have the sport mode. Here we have indoor running, outdoor running, riding, climbing, marathon, and we have records, which we can see what we did in these activities. If we swipe down, we have the taskbar. Here we have the Bluetooth, vibration, settings, browser, time, the percentage of battery, and we have brightness, gesture, airplane mode, do not disturb, and some of the options that they have. Down we have the motion record, and in the right we have the menu, which we can see here. We have contacts, dialer, call logs, message, notification, pedometer, sport mode, heart rate, sedentary, alarm, play music, find phone, remote capture, Bluetooth, calculator, time, stopwatch, motion, theme, app QR code, and settings in the end. So the M1, the software of the M1 gives us many different options to use, and as you can see, you can use it for many different things. In the right side we have the Makibes BR3, which is made from iron, some part plastic, and rubber bands. In the right side we have a button here to power it on and off, and we have 2 buttons in the left side for back and to do some option. The Makibes BR3, it has many different functions. The BR3, same as the M1, they are very usable for daily basic. So the Makibes BR3, it has a passometer, sleep tracker, push message, heart rate tracker, alarm clock, remote control, speed measurement, fitness tracker, music reminder, interactive music, call reminder, etc. etc. So the Makibes BR3 is very large in software side, so you can use it in every situation. The Makibes BR3 has a battery to 300 mAh and it's professional waterproof, which makes the Makibes BR3 very usable for sports. It's not preferred to go swimming with it, so you have to be careful with that. The Makibes BR3 has a 1.3-inch full touch screen, which is the same with the M1. And Makibes BR3 supports Android 4.0 and above and iOS 9.0 and above. So we can see the Makibes and M1 have some common things, but we can see the changes and differences. In the main page, the Makibes BR3 is showing us the time, data, day, the last heart rate, burn calories and stand-up time. In the top right we have the battery. If you swipe down, we have the battery here. This is power save battery. We have a torch or the flashlight, and we have the do not disturb option. If we swipe down, we have the data for steps, stand up time, energy or burn calorie. So we can see the data here. For example, we can compare how many steps we did today with the gold step. In the left we have sport mode, we have run, cycle, fast walk, climb, basketball, badminton, table tennis, soccer, volleyball, sit-up, rope jump, yoga, dance, aerobic, ice skating, swimming, and tennis. The sport mode made the BR3 a very usable watch for activities or sports, which we can see the BR3 has many sports, many sports than the M1. So this makes the BR3 more usable for sports. In the top right we have the records for sports, which we don't have right now any of them. Next we have health. In the health we have heart rate and fatigue. We are going to test the heart rate later and see the difference between these watches. In the menu we have the message, event, stopwatch, timer, compass and settings. The menu of BR3 is not filled with option as it is in the M1. What we can see here is the compass and the GPS, which both of them have it, and is very usable, as I said, for example for hiking. I use it for myself, and you can work with that, or you can go with these watches and use these options. Now, as I said, let's test some of the options, for example the heart rate and fatigue. Let's see how they gives us the result. Now here we have the M1 here. We go to menu and we find the heart rate. Here is showing us the last heart rate, which is normal. Now let's go and see what it's telling us now. So as we can see, it's showing the result right now. 80 blood pressure. So this is normal, and as I said, it has very accuracy and I trust the M1. Now it's time to test the Makibes BR3 and let's see what result it gives us. The Makibes BR3 is here. Let's go to health, heart rate, and let's wait for result. And the result is here. We can see we have a little difference from the M1, which is not too big. And the downside of the M3, the Makibes BR3, is that the screen, it's keeping to shut down and it's very uncomfortable. Now let's test the apps that they use and let's see the difference between the apps as well. And now here we have the both of the apps that they use. The SmartTime is the app that the M1 use, and the Makibes BR3 use the app called Zeroner. Now let's go ahead and open the SmartTime app. Now we can see in the first page we have today's activity. So in the first place we have the activity goal, which we can see how many steps we did, how many hours we walked, run, and stand down or sit. In the second we have heart rate monitor. In the middle of the circle is going to tell the last heart rate. Result is going to show us is it low, high, or normal. And here we can see the normal heart rate, lowest and highest. In the third place we have bad or sleep. Here is going to show us how many hours and minutes we slept. Deep sleep, light sleep, and awake time is going to be right here. So if you press here, you can see the statistic for today's activity. Same with the heart rate. You can see it and compare it with another day. In the bottom we have 3 pages. Next we have device. In device we can press add new device and we can connect with our watch. In the device port we have anti-lost and SMS notification as well. Here in the others we have send entry, alarm, heart rate monitor, alarm vibration, backlight, smart camera, and notification settings. The SmartTime app, it has plenty of options but not as many as other apps, so it's like normal app with option. In the third page we have me, which is the profile page. Here we can see the name of the page. Here we can put a picture, and we have activity goals, more settings, and firmware repair. And then we have help if you want to read about something and if you need something from the app. As I told you, the Smart Time app does have plenty of options which you can customize how you like it and how do you like them to work. Next we have the Zeroner Health, which is used by the Makibes BR3. Same as the Smart Time app, in the first page we have the data of activities that we did today. Here we can see the hours of stand-up time, how many steps we did, and the burn calories. You press here, you can see the data for steps, calories, and stand-up time. In the Zeroner Health, you can choose whatever day you want and compare it with today. So you can see the data and the statistic, steps, calorie, and stand-up time. In the first page, we have as well sport, which we have running, riding, speed walking, bowling, we have mountaineering, and we have other sports. And we have in the last place health, which we have no data for today. Same as the Smart Time app, we have 3 different pages. Next we have device. Here we can choose what device are we using. In this case we have the watch. Press watch, it will ask you to turn the Bluetooth on and you can connect it. In the third page we have profile. Here we can see our profile here. We can edit it and we can put a picture as well. We have goal settings, we have guide, help, link, and then we have settings as the Smart Time app. As you can see, both of these apps and these watches have common things. For my opinion, the M1 is a little better. You can use it in more situation. It looks more good, but you can choose for your preference. They don't have many different things. The options are pretty much similar. And this was all for today's video, guys, in M1 versus the Makibes BR3. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe our channel and turn notification on. See you in the next video.